Hey gang, Mark Sweeney here from Austin Dental Spa in beautiful Austin, Texas. I forgot to mention last week when we did Wisdom Wednesday that the voting has started for the yearly competition or contest at Austin Dental Spa. Is always in there in 2 categories. This year they've expanded it. We're in 3 categories this year: Best Dentist, Best Cosmetic Dentist, and Best Dental Clinic. We don't really consider ourselves a dental clinic, but they threw that one in and we said, we'll take it. We're in it to win it, and you can vote every day for about another week, I think, till the 18th, I believe. So maybe 2 more weeks. Anyway, it's on, if you go to statesman.com, it's got all, and then /contest, it's got all that in there, or you might be able to pick up the QR code that we just put on the screen today if you go back to that. But anyway, there's multiple ways to find it. It's out there on all the social media. It's on our Austin Dental Spa Facebook page. But we would really appreciate your support in voting. There's 2 rounds of voting. This round is about 2.5 weeks, and you vote every day, and it's an at-large thing. There's no, nothing but the categories. And we're going to come up pretty quickly because we paid for some advertising, so that all you have to do is find my ugly mug and click on nominate in each of those 3 categories. And your vote has been counted. You can also vote for your favorite restaurants in town, your favorite brunch spots, your favorite breakfast taco, your favorite wine store. There's all kinds of categories, probably 200 categories. We've won at least the final 3 every year since they've been doing this contest. And some years we've won both Best Cosmetic Dentist and Best Dentist. And so, again, we're in it to win it. We need your support. So if you'll vote every day for this first round, then they will come back in about a month with final 3 in each category. And another month later, they'll have another round of voting. And that one, you'll only be able to pick among the 3 finalists in each category. And then like August or September, they have a big gala and they announce the winners. Anyway, we appreciate your support. If you'll dial in statesman.com or go to Facebook, Austin Dental Spa's Facebook page, you can easily put your name on the list. Once you've done it once, they send you a login by email that you can click on it every day and go straight into the voting. So it's very simple. So thank you again for your support. If you're a first-time Wisdom Wednesday watcher, we've done this every week on Wednesdays about this time for probably close to 7 years now. We try to bring some of the latest research. Today is no exception. This one should be a good one. Every month we have a theme, and the theme for this month was kind of a play on words, April Fuels instead of April Fools. And we decided to make each week about something that will fuel your enthusiasm about life or fuel your body. Today we're hitting both of those topics. And we just like to have a little bit of fun. And then I always end with a health tip. And this week is a continuation of the last 2 weeks about foods that will boost your energy and help your memory and that are just overall good for you. So we're going to finish that series up today. Now, have you heard of shingles? Have you heard that there's a shingles vaccine? I know vaccines are getting a lot of bad press in some areas of Washington, D.C. right now, but the shingles vaccine has been out for a long time. If you know anything about shingles, it is the same virus that causes chicken pox when you're a kid, the little bumps that show up on your skin. Well, once you've had chicken pox, that virus, varicella zoster, stays in your systems in a dormant state for the rest of your life. It just never quite goes away, but once you've had that initial measles outbreak, as you may know from childhood, you can't get measles again. Chicken pox, not measles. I'm thinking about RFK Jr. and the measles outbreak in West Texas right now. Sorry. chickenpox, different virus. So anyway, the chickenpox virus stays in your system, but it usually doesn't cause another skin eruption until you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s. And that's why most primary care physicians tell you over the age of 50, you should consider getting the shingles vaccine. It's actually 2 vaccines a month apart, 2 injections. I hear it's a lot of fun. I haven't done it. My doctor's been telling me for 10 years I should consider doing it because I'm around people all day long, and it can be contracted by contact with somebody who's actively got it. I hear shingles itself is not a very fun thing. People I've known that have had it said it's one of the most painful things they've ever been through in their lives, especially if you get it on your chest area or on your face. It can even affect around the eyes. And the breakout is pretty significant. So a lot of it in retirement communities and old folks' homes. So the shingles vaccine has reduced the number of shingles outbreaks nationwide. But this study today is kicking it down the road a little bit more. And I love these studies when there is a lot of participants in the study. And this one, there were over 200,000 people in the study. So what they found with this shingles vaccine, unexpectedly, and I'll tell you the specifics of this study. It came out of Stanford University, but they found that it might have some shocking positive effects on whether you get Alzheimer's. So I'd never heard of this before this study came out. It was done, the study came out of Stanford, but the participants resided in Wales in the United Kingdom, and where a lot of our recent research has come from. 200,000 adults, male and female, they had to be 71 to 88 years old. So they're in the senior population, and they did not have a diagnosis of dementia before they received the shingles vaccine. So all 200,000 of them received the shingles vaccine of them, and then they were followed up for 7 years. That's a significant study. If you can get 200,000 subjects over a 7-year period, you can find out a lot of stuff. So they found out that the people, okay, they didn't all get the shingles vaccine. I was incorrect on that. Some of them did. I don't remember them saying exactly how many, but they found that the people who did get the shingles vaccine, their dementia risk was reduced by 20%. That's 1/5. That's a significant drop. 20%. And they found that it was more pronounced in women than in men because they also found that women tend to have a higher antibody response to vaccines than men, which was another piece of information I was not aware of, but that's what they claimed in this study. So the shingles vaccine gave more protection to women than to men, but still, even the average was 20% reduction in the possibility. So why? That's the big question. As I read this study, I'm like, well, what's the mechanism? Well, they don't quite know, but they've got 3 different theories from this Stanford research. They said, number 1, herpes vaccine might protect against, or the shingles vaccine might protect against dementia by revving up the immune system, like I just mentioned for women and men, that women get a more active immune response when they get a vaccine of any kind, apparently. So they think maybe this shingles vaccine boosts the immune system, and that's where the positive conclusion comes from. Secondly, they were thinking that this vaccine for shingles or herpes zoster might contribute to the dementia risk, and by preventing its reactivation, so that it could be a direct effect, that the vaccine, by reducing the shingles virus in your body, might have a positive effect. That's just number 2 theory. And then number 3 theory is that there might be some components of the vaccine that might have a direct beneficial effect on your brain. They'll figure those 3 things out. Those are just their theories right now. But the final takeaway on this is, through no intention on anybody's part, they just found this out anecdotally by studying 200,000 people, that there was a significant reduction over a 7-year period in the people who had the vaccine having a lower risk for getting dementia or Alzheimer's. So it would suggest that the shingles vaccine could serve as a cost-effective strategy to delay or prevent the onset of cognitive decline. So in the U.S., the CDC recommends a shingles vaccine for people over 50, as I mentioned earlier. And so it might be, if you haven't had it done, and I haven't either, and I had 2 parents that were diagnosed with, one with dementia and the other with Alzheimer's in their later years. So not a fun thing to watch happen to a parent or a loved one. So if you're kind of on the fence like I have been about the shingles vaccine, this might be the thing that pushes me over the edge. So consider that. Now we'll get on to my health tip. We've spent the last 2 weeks talking about foods that can help you fight fatigue and boost your energy. Some of them have been pretty straightforward, fruits and vegetables. Well, today we've got 3 that we didn't mention in those first 6. The last 2 weeks we've done 3 foods each week. This is a good one. Seeds. I haven't heard this one, but seeds of any form have carbohydrates, they've got healthy fats, and they've got fiber. So we're talking about chia seeds particularly. They found that athletes that drank a sports drink that had chia seeds, which are these little bitty things, I get them at Juice Land thrown into my smoothie, chia. But they're supposed to be really great. They've got a lot of fiber in them, and they've got some healthy fats and carbohydrates in them. So they found that higher level athletes, when they drank the smoothie with these chia seeds, processed oxygen at a higher level for a specified period of time afterwards during physical activity. And so it improved their overall performance because they were able to take more oxygen in. I'd never heard that one before. So a couple of new ones this week. Number 2, vitamins and supplements. A lot of you out there take vitamins and supplements. I do too, because there's some things you just don't get in a normal diet. So taking vitamins and supplements is an easy way to boost your immune system. Vitamin B12, vitamin B6, the essential fatty acids or omega fats, the number 3 and number 6, those are essential oils that your body can't make, so you have to ingest them. And then number 3 is kind of a no-brainer. It's water. Now, in and of itself, water doesn't have any big nutritional benefits. There's no calories in it. But it hydrates your body. Our bodies are 96-7% oxygen, or 96 or 7% water. And so staying hydrated, every one of my employees carries this big jug around all day long, sipping on water because they've drunk the punch. And it just makes them feel better. Some of them are trying to lose weight because summer's coming and that dreaded swimsuit body is staring them in the face. So it seems like all of my female employees right now are concerned about how they're going to look this summer. Drinking a lot of water will help by rehydrating your body. It just works more efficiently. So that's how it's going to boost your energy, is kind of an indirect benefit. So consider those 3 things. We're kind of done with the foods that fight fatigue and reduce and boost your energy. Next week we'll go on to a different health topic. But thanks for tuning in today, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. I will see you next week for another episode of Wisdom Wednesday.